Hello students, warm welcome to all of you. Now in this module we are going to discuss fifth chapter in our state board curriculum, that is quadratic equations. I would like to tell you something about this chapter. This is one of the most important chapters, not only for grade 10, even for grade 11, 12 or intermediate. This chapter plays a major role across all the chapters which are there in mathematics. So this is not only for algebra, it enters into trigonometry, it enters into geometry, coordinate geometry, everywhere. So that is why you will have to understand clearly what are all the concepts we discussed previously, and the problems that we are going to solve now are very important. And according to board examination point of view, this chapter is also very important and whose weightage is also more, right? So let us see what kind of problems given in multiple choice questions carries 1 mark. See the first problem, very first problem is, if 1 by 2 is a root of the equation x square plus kx minus 5 by 4 is equal to 0, then find the value of k. What do you mean by root of the equation? Root of the equation is also called as solution of the equation. See, this is the equation in terms of x. For what value of x or what values of x the polynomial equation or quadratic equation is satisfied, those values of x are said to be the solutions or roots of the equation. Since it is given x is equal to 1 by 2, because 1 by 2 is a root. Root means that is the value of x which satisfies the given equation. So x is equal to 1 by 2, then when you substitute 1 by 2 in the place of x square is 1 by 2 whole square plus kx, k into 1 by 2 minus 5 divided by 4 is equal to 0. 1 by 2 whole square equal to 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, plus k into 1 by 2 is k by 2 minus 5 by 4 is equal to 0. See, here it is 1 by 4 minus 5 by 4. 1 minus 5 by 4. What is 1 minus 5? 1 minus 5 is equal to minus 4 divided by 4. So k by 2 minus 4 divided by 4 is equal to 0. Correct? So 4 by 4 is equal to 1. So k by 2 minus 1 equal to 0 means k by 2 is equal to 1. Then the value of k is going to be 2. This is the value of k for which 1 by 2 is a root of this equation. So k is equal to 2. Where is that answer? Answer A. Option A is the correct answer. Right? Coming to the next problem, each root of x square minus bx plus c equal to 0 is decreased by 2, then the resulting equation is x square minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. Then what is the value of b as well as what is the value of c? See, here one problem is, one thing that you will have to understand, f of x is one quadratic equation. F of x is equal to 0 is one quadratic equation. Now, to get a quadratic equation whose roots are, please do remember these 4 points, whose roots are multiplied by 2 that of the roots of the equation f of x is equal to 0, whose roots are multiplied by 2 that of the roots of f of x is equal to 0, then the new quadratic equation so obtained is f of x by 2 is equal to 0. F of x by 2 is equal to 0 is the quadratic equation so obtained whose roots are multiplied by 2 that of the roots of f of x is equal to 0. Got my point? And now second one, what is the quadratic equation whose roots are divided by 2 that of the roots of f of x is equal to 0 is f of 2x is equal to 0. Whose roots are multiplied by 2 is f of x by 2 equal to 0. Whose roots are divided by 2 is f of 2x is equal to 0. Whose roots are subtracted by 2. Whose roots are subtracted by 2 is going to be f of x plus 2 is equal to 0. And whose roots are added by 2 is f of x minus 2 is equal to 0. See, we are applying reverse operations for every quadratic equation. Whose roots are multiplied by 2? That of the roots of f of x equal to 0. whose roots are divided by 2, that of f of x equal to 0, whose roots are subtracted by 2, that of f of x equal to 0, and whose roots are added by 2, that of f of x is equal to 0. Got my point? Now, see here. Our given problem is roots are decreased by 2. Decreased by 2 means what? Subtracted by 2. So, whose roots are subtracted by 2, then the new quadratic equation so obtained is f of x plus 2 is equal to 0. Got my point? F of x plus 2 is equal to 0. So, here it is, f of x is given as x square minus bx plus c is equal to 0. Right? Whose roots are subtracted by 2, decreased by 2 means subtracted by 2 means f of x plus 2 is equal to 0. So, substitute x plus 2 in the place of x. Then it will become x means x plus 2 whole square minus b times x plus 2 plus c is equal to 0. Right? X plus 2 whole square is going to be x square plus 2 square is equal to 4 plus 2 into 2 is equal to 4x minus b into x is equal to bx minus into plus equal to minus b into 2 is equal to 2b plus c is equal to 0. Right? If I write it in the standard form, then it would be x square. Now x terms are, this is 4x and this is minus bx. So it can be plus 4 minus b times x. And coming to constants here, 4 is one constant, minus 2b is one constant, c is one constant. So that plus 4 minus 2b plus c is equal to 0. This is what is the equation given as x square minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So which is equal to x square minus 2x plus 1. Right? So when you compare like terms, x term is equal to x term. Here x term is 4 minus b into x and here x term is minus 2x. When you equate x terms, what do you get? 4 minus b is equal to minus 2. I would write here 4 minus b is equal to minus 2. 4 minus b equal to minus 2, then transpose minus 2 here and 4 that side. Then 4 plus 2 is equal to b, therefore b is equal to, what is 4 plus 2? Is going to be 6. The value of b is equal to 6. Where is that b is equal to 6 in your options? See here it is, b is equal to 6. So without finding the value of c, you can say that A is your correct option. Because b is equal to 6 is available only over here. Suppose in any other option b is equal to 6 is there, then find out the value of c also. To get the value of c, equate constant to constant. 4 minus 2b plus c is equal to 1. 4 minus 2 into b is equal to 6. So 2 6 are 12. 4 minus 12 is equal to how much? 4 minus 12 is equal to minus 8. So minus 8 plus c is equal to 1. Minus 8 plus c is equal to 1. C is equal to 1 minus 8 will become plus 8. 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. Therefore, c is equal to 9. You understand? So, any which ways you will get the result. But please do remember, this is very, very, very important concept that the roots are reduced by 2, or increased by 2, or multiplied by 2, or divided by 2. Then you will have to follow this. You understand? Right. So, coming to the next problem. The next problem here is, if one root of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is the reciprocal of the other, then what? See, the given quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Suppose the sum of the roots of this quadratic equation is minus b by a and the product of the roots is going to be c by a. When the roots are different roots, they are alpha and beta. Suppose, according to the given problem, the roots are reciprocal to each other. What do you mean by reciprocal to each other? If you know one root, second root will be 1 divided by that root. So, here let me take alpha is equal to alpha only. Then beta is equal to what? Reciprocal of this, that is 1 by alpha. Got my point? So, now here you have two informations, alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a, alpha into beta equal to c by a. Choose one of these two informations in order to get the relation between the coefficients. I am going to choose this. Alpha into beta is equal to c by a. So, alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Alpha is equal to alpha. Beta is equal to 1 by alpha is equal to c by a. So, alpha and alpha gets cancelled. Then it is 1 is equal to c by a, therefore c is equal to a. This is what is the condition when one root is reciprocal of the other, of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So please do remember, when a and c means coefficient of x square and constant both are same, then without performing any calculations we can easily say the roots are reciprocal to each other. If you get one root, then the other root will be its reciprocal. Got my point? So where is that a is equal to c? This is what a is equal to c. You understand? Right. Coming to the next problem, the quadratic equation 2x square minus 5 root 5x plus 1 equal to 0 has distinct real roots, equal real roots, no real roots, more than 2 real roots. So more than 2 real roots is absolutely a wrong option, because since it is being a quadratic equation, it has at most 2 real roots. At most 2 roots. I don't know whether they are real or not. At most 2 roots. Okay? And to check whether what kind of roots they are, then I will have to check whether the nature of the roots is greater than 0 or less than 0 or equal to 0. So nature of the roots depends on the value of delta, that is b square minus 4ac. Here the value of b is minus root 5, so minus root 5 whole square minus 4ac. 4 into a is equal to 2 and c is equal to 1. What is minus square? Plus root 5 whole square is equal to 5 minus 4 2s are 8 into 1 equal to 8. 5 minus 8 equal to minus 3. So discriminant of this quadratic equation is negative. If the discriminant is negative, then what kind of roots they are? The roots are non-real roots. They are 2 distinct complex roots or imaginary roots. So which is the correct option according to this? No real roots is the correct option. You understand? The discriminant is being negative number, then the roots are non-real roots. They are called imaginary roots. Right? Next. Coming to the next problem, if the coefficient of x in the quadratic equation x square plus px plus q equal to 0 was taken as 17 in the place of 13 and its roots were found to be minus 2 and minus 15, then the roots of the original equation are. What are the roots of the original equation? See here, if you observe the information given, the coefficient of x in the quadratic equation was taken as 17 in the place of 13. But initially you will have to take the coefficient of x as 13. It means x square plus 13x plus something whose roots are going to be minus 2 comma minus 15. Okay. So it was taken as 17 instead of 13. So when it was taken as 17, then if I make that 3 as 7, then it is going to be 17, right? So now it is 17. When it is 17, then the roots were found to be minus 2 comma minus 15. Then what will be the value of the constant there? You can write this as x square plus sum of these two roots, that is minus 2 plus minus 15 times x plus product of roots. Product of roots are nothing but minus 2 into minus 15 is equal to 0. So this was actually the quadratic equation. According to this, coefficient is 17. But coefficient should be taken as 13. Has to take the coefficient as 13. So if the coefficient is taken 13, then x square plus 13x plus 13x, this is plus. So plus 13, then here it is 15 and here it is 12, right? So here it is 15 and here it is 12. Since it is 13, then here it will become, this thing remains same, right? So it will become minus 15 into 2 is equal to 30. Right? So which is positive, which is negative here? If you observe, x square plus 10 3s are 13 plus 10x minus 3x or plus 3x minus 30 is equal to 0. So since both of them are positives, it would be positive, it would be positive. Right? So x square plus 10x plus 3x plus 30 is equal to 0. Then what are the roots of this equation? X plus 10 into x plus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, the values of x are minus 10 comma minus 3. They are the values of x. If you take 13 in the place of 17, because it was taken 17, then the roots were found to be minus 2 minus 15. Understand? Then with the help of this 17, you can easily figure out what is the constant term. So constant term is same. Now you will have to change the coefficient of x to 13. Accordingly, you will have to find out the roots. So this is what is the way of answering the problem. Therefore, the values of x is equal to minus 10 comma minus 3. Where are they? Minus 10 comma minus 3. You understand? This is one of the most important problems. Coming to the next one. Draw the graph of y is equal to x square plus x minus 12. If y is equal to 0, then area of the triangle formed by joining the intersection point of the curve. What is the area of? Then area of the triangle formed by joining the intersection point of the curve. See, for example, y is equal to x square plus x minus 12. It should be a parabola, you know that? Okay. I am going to find out the roots. X square plus x minus 12 is equal to 0. So 3 4s are 12, right? So x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 12 equal to 0. It can be written as x plus 4 times x minus 3 is equal to 0. Therefore, the values of x are minus 4 comma 3. So what do you mean by minus 4 comma 3? Your curve means the parabola intersect x-axis at minus 4 comma 3. So I would just draw the parabola here. This is x-axis and this is y-axis. So it is minus 4 and it is 3, for example. Then the parabola would be like this. Okay, that is what is the curve y is equal to x square plus x minus 12. If y is equal to 0, so y is equal to 0 in the sense, this is what are the roots of the equation. Then area of the triangle formed by joining the intersection point of the curve. So this is what is the area of triangle formed by the curve. So in order to find area of the triangle formed by the curve, x is equal to how much? X is equal to 0 there. When x is equal to 0, then it would be 0 and 0, then y is equal to minus 12. So this value is minus 12. Now if you observe the lengths of sides, this is height perpendicular is going to be minus 12 and this is the base. Base here it is 4 units and 3 units. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7 units. So area of triangle equal to half into base is equal to 4 plus 3 is equal to 7 and height is equal to 12. So 2 1s 2 6 are 12, 7 6 are how much? 42 square units. So this is what is the way of answering the problem. You understand? I would explain once again. Y is equal to x square plus x minus 12 if y is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0, then it would be x square plus x minus 12 is equal to 0. Then the parabola intersect x-axis at 2 points minus 4 comma 3, right? So minus 4 comma 3. Then where it intersect y-axis, then x is equal to 0. So put x is equal to 0 here, because since this is the point on y-axis whose x coordinate is obviously 0, right? So when x is equal to 0, this is 0 and this is 0. So 0 plus 0 minus 12 is y is equal to minus 12. So it intersect y-axis at minus 12, comma of course minus 2, 0 comma minus 12. See, this is perpendicular and this is the base. So area of the triangle is equal to half into base into height, corresponding height. So half into base is equal to distance from here to here. These are 4 units, then these are 3 units. 4 plus 3 is equal to 7 units and this altitude is going to be 12 units. So into 12. When you simplify, you get 42 square units. That is what is the required area of triangle. Is it not interesting? Of course. Next. Coming to the next problem, if sin A and cos A are the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then b square is what? See, sin A and cos A are the roots of the equation. So, can be taken alpha as sin A and beta as sin B. Beta is cos A, right? So, beta is equal to cos A. These two are the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Right. Then what is the value of b square? That was given. But we know that alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. And alpha into beta is equal to c by a. This information was already there. Alpha plus beta is nothing but sin a plus cos a. Sin a plus cos a is equal to minus b by a. and sin A into cos A is equal to C by A, right? You need to find out the value of B square there. In order to find the value of B square, B is located over here, so that you will have to square this first equation on both the sides. When you square it on both the sides, sin A plus cos A whole square is equal to minus B by A whole square. Sin A plus cos A whole square is going to be sin square A plus cos square A plus 2 sin A into cos A is equal to minus B by A whole square is going to be B square by A square. But what is the value of sin square A plus cos square A? It is 1 plus 2 into, what is sin A into cos A? Sin A into cos A is C by A. So 1 plus 2 into C by A is equal to B square by A square. Correct? So when you simplify this, 1 plus 2 into C by A, that is A plus 2C. A plus 2C by A is equal to B square by A square. Now one A gets cancelled. Finally, by cross multiplication, B square is equal to A plus 2C into A. A into A is equal to A square plus 2C into A is equal to 2AC. This is the value of B square. So B square is equal to A square plus 2AC. Where is that A square plus 2AC? This is C square. This is A square plus AC only. A square plus 2AC. A square plus 2AC, that is what is the correct answer according to the given information. You understand? Right. If the ratio if the ratio of the roots of the equation x square plus bx plus c equal to 0 is same as that of x square plus qx plus r equal to 0, means the roots of this equation are, for example, alpha and beta. Okay? So here ratio of the roots is same as that of the ratio of x square plus qx plus r. For x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, the roots are, for example, alpha comma beta. For x square plus qx plus r is equal to 0, the roots are, what are the roots? The roots are going to be, for example, gamma and delta. These are the roots. The ratio of the roots of this equation is same as ratio of roots of this equation. It means alpha by beta is same as gamma by delta. Alpha by beta is same as gamma by delta. Then how are you going to find the value, find out the relation between the coefficients? So in order to find the relationship between the coefficients, we can do one thing here, that alpha by beta is equal to gamma by delta, since the roots are, the ratio of the roots are equal. I would do one thing here, that I can apply componendo and dividendo for this. So if I apply componendo and dividendo, then it would be alpha plus beta by alpha minus beta is equal to gamma plus delta by gamma minus delta. This is what is called componendo and dividendo. I think you have remembered that about componendo and dividendo. So that is gamma minus delta. See, when two fractions are equal, then numerator plus denominator by numerator minus denominator is equal to same. That is what called componendo and dividendo for the given fractions, right? What is the formula for alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. I would write here. So minus b by a divided by, what is alpha minus beta? Difference of roots is root over b square minus 4ac by a. Root over b square minus 4ac divided by a. This is about left hand side. Coming to right hand side, which is equal to gamma plus delta. See here, a is not there because the coefficient of x square is equal to 1. So that there is not required the value of a. And here also a is equal to 1. So directly you can write it as minus b divided by root over b square minus 4c. Similarly, here gamma plus delta divided by gamma minus delta. Gamma plus delta is nothing but sum of the roots of x square plus qx plus r, that is minus q, divided by root over q square minus 4r. Okay, q square minus 4r. If you simplify both of them, then if you simplify in the sense, if you square them on both the sides, then you will get minus b by root over b square minus 4c whole square is equal to this one whole square, then you will get the option as like b square r is equal to q square c or c square r is equal to q square b, whatever the calculation part will be there, so that you will have to square it on both the sides. See, why did I apply component and dividendo here? Because gamma by alpha by beta is equal to gamma by delta, in the sense we do not know anything about the roots of the quadratic equation. So that is why we should go by sum of the roots and product of the roots as well as the difference of the roots. So that is why we applied component and dividendo in order to answer the problem. You understand? So here minus b by root over b square minus 4c whole square is equal to minus q by root over q square minus 4r whole square. So then when you multiply them, then here minus b means b square into q square, and here b square into q square will get cancelled. So I will do it here. You just observe what I am going to do, that minus b whole square is equal to b square divided by square root cancel, remaining b square minus 4c is equal to q square divided by q square minus 4r. By cross multiplication, b square into q square is b square q square minus b square into 4r, 4r b square is equal to q square into b square is again b square q square, and minus 4c q square minus 4c q square. These two gets cancelled. Minus 4 also gets cancelled. Then rb square is equal to cq square. Where is that rb square is equal to cq square? This is what is the correct option. You understand how to answer this? This is also one of the most important problems. This is Hart's kind of problem, higher ordered thinking skills, so that you will have to be focused more on this kind of problems. Coming to the next one, the condition for the roots of the quadratic equation to be twice the other. To be twice the other means one root is alpha and the other root is nothing but 2 alpha, because one is twice the other. You know what is alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Alpha into beta is equal to c by a. So minus b by a is nothing but alpha is alpha only, but beta is equal to 2 alpha is equal to minus b by a. Alpha plus 2 alpha is equal to 3 alpha is equal to minus b by a. Therefore the value alpha is equal to minus b by 3a. This is the value of alpha from sum of the roots. Now coming to product of the roots. So as alpha into beta, beta is equal to 2 alpha is equal to c by a. So this is 2 alpha into alpha is equal to alpha square is equal to c by a. That is 2 into what is alpha square? Alpha is equal to minus b by 3a whole square is equal to c divided by a. Then 2 into minus b whole square is equal to b square divided by 3 square is equal to 9a square is equal to c by a. 1a gets cancelled. So finally 2 into b square is equal to 2b square, 9a into c is equal to 9ac. So 2b square is equal to 9ac. Where is that option? 2b square equal to 9ac. Right? Coming to the next problem. X square plus y square is 25 and xy is equal to 12. So x square plus y square is equal to 25 and xy is equal to 12. How to get the value of x there? In order to get the value of x, you do one thing here. xy is equal to 12, right? If xy is equal to 12 and x square plus y square is equal to 25, xy is equal to 12, why don't you find the value of x plus y here? X plus y whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus 2xy, right? So x plus y whole square is equal to x square plus y square is 25 plus 2 into xy, 2 into 12 is equal to 24. What is 25 plus 24 is equal to 49. So x plus y whole square is equal to 49. Then what is the value of x plus y? X plus y is equal to plus or minus root 49. It is plus or minus 7. That is the value of x plus y. Similarly, can I get the value of x minus y? Yes, I can get by taking x minus y whole square. X minus y whole square is equal to x square plus y square minus 2xy, right? So x square plus y square is again 25 minus 2xy, 2 into 12 is equal to 24. 25 minus 24 equal to 1, that is x minus y whole square. X minus y whole square equal to 1, so x minus y is equal to plus or minus 1. See here, x plus y has two values and x minus y has two values. Suppose if I take x plus y is equal to 7, x plus y is equal to 7 and x minus y is equal to 1, what do I get here? 2x is equal to 6, then x is equal to 3. I got the value of x. After getting the value of x is equal to 3, to get the value of y, I can choose one of the equations. 3 plus y is equal to 7. 3 plus how much equal to 7? 3 plus 4 equal to 7. So y is equal to 4. X equal to 3, y is equal to 4. But you are asked to find out only the value of x. Right? So by this you get the value of x is equal to 3. And then of course 3 is there almost in all the options. Then you will have to choose, there are 3 more options. What are 3 more options? X plus y is equal to minus 7, x minus y is equal to minus 1. Okay? X plus y is equal to minus 7 and x minus y is equal to minus 1. Again when you add them, 2x is equal to minus 8, x is equal to minus 4. You are getting x value minus 4 also. So where is that minus 4? X is equal to, see here 3, this is minus 4 actually. 3 comma minus 4 comma minus 3 comma 4. You have totally 4 possibilities for x because I have used x plus y is equal to plus 7 as well as minus 7. And x minus y is equal to plus 1 and minus 1. But simultaneously I use the equations. But there is one more option that you can take. X plus y is equal to plus 7. X minus y is equal to minus 1 also can be taken. Then also you will get one more value of x. So there are totally 4 possibilities for x. Those 4 possibilities are available here. Therefore the values of x are 3 comma minus 4 comma minus 3 comma 4. You understand? So this is also one of the, it may not be a multiple choice question, but it was given in previous board examinations. That's why it was included here. But this is the way of answering the problem, right? So coming to the next problem, the equation 2x square plus 2 times p plus 1 into x plus p equal to 0, where p is always a real number, p is real, always has real roots, are equal in magnitude but opposite in sign, are irrational or real. Let us try to understand what kind of roots they are. 2x square plus 2 times p plus 1 times x plus p is equal to 0. You will have to find out the discriminant, that is delta is equal to b square minus 4ac. So b square is 2 times p plus 1 whole square minus 4 into a into c equals to 0. So roots are real or not, we do not know, right? So you cannot write that equal to 0 here. 2 whole square is equal to 4 into p plus 1 whole square. What is p plus 1 whole square? P square plus 2p plus 1 and then minus 4 into 2p is equal to 4 into 2p, because I can take one 4 common here. So when I take 4 common, it would be p square plus 2p plus 1 minus 2p, right? So plus 2p minus 2p gets cancelled. 4 times p square plus 1. So what is this p square plus 1? P is being a real number, p square is always positive, or it can be 0 also. So the value of p square is always, p being a real number, p square always greater than or equal to 0. If p square greater than or equal to 0, p square plus 1 must be greater than or equal to 0, plus 1 is 1 only, no? So 4 into 1 is equal to 4. So this value is always more than or equal to 4. So delta more than or equal to 4 means what? It should be a positive real number all the time. You understand? So the roots are equal in magnitude but opposite in sign. You can say that the roots are always real roots. You understand? So this is the way of answering the problem. So coming to the next one, one of the two students, while solving a quadratic equation in x, copied the constant term incorrectly and got the roots 3 and 2. So for example, the quadratic equation is x square plus px plus q is equal to 0. So copied the constant term incorrectly and got the roots 3 comma 2. This is incorrectly and got the roots 3 comma 2. What is the quadratic equation whose roots are 3 comma 2? That is x square minus 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, right? So 5x plus 3 plus 2 is 3 into 2 is equal to 6. So here this is wrong. Copied the constant term wrongly and he got the roots 3 comma 2. The other copied the constant term and coefficient of x square correctly as minus 6 and 1. So the other copied the constant term and the coefficient of x square correctly as constant term is minus 6. So x square minus 5x minus 6 is equal to 0 is the original quadratic equation. For this, what are the roots? X square, 6 ones are 6, right? Minus 6x plus 1x minus 6 equal to 0. So the factors are going to be x minus 6 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 6 comma minus 1. So where is 6 and minus 1? 6 comma minus 1. Right? So this way we can answer a few set of problems from quadratic equations. These are very important problems. Please be focused on every single problem, because there is a lot of concept involved in all these problems, so that you will get a better idea in upcoming problems in upcoming board examination. So hope you understand, enjoy the class. Thank you.